All right, so in this question, we are just asked it tells us to use the cosine rule to find two possible values of x in the diagram. And so this is easy. We don't really have to understand it. We just have to use the cosine rule. It does talk about the ambiguous ASS situation. Now, if you see this question, I would just have a little look at it and go, oh, 60 degrees is opposite side 7. Side 8 is bigger. So this angle here must be bigger than 60. Now, if that angle is bigger than 60, then of course this third angle must be less than 60, because if it was an equilateral triangle, we'd have 60, 60, 60. So if I've got 60 plus up here, which is not going to write, then of course I've got 60 minus. I've got something less. Don't know why that's not writing. Over here. Okay, so we've got a smaller than 60 angle opposite my x. So therefore, my x must be smaller than 7 and 8. Okay, but of course it could be, in this case, we don't know what it could be, but we're going to see that it could be one of two cases. So if we use the cosine rule for this one, we've got our 7 squared is equal to our x squared plus a squared, the two sides that surround the angle, minus 2x8 cos 60. Okay, I wrote that in a weird way, but anyway. So if I'm going to keep that 7 squared, but I'm going to subtract an 8 squared over. And I'm also, well, before I do that, maybe I will just fix this up. So 2 8s are 16. And then, of course, cos 60 we know is a half. So actually half of 16 is 8. And don't forget the x there. So what I really have is x squared minus 8x. And then 7 squared minus 8 squared. So 49 minus 64, so I'm going to say that would be a 15, negative 15, so it becomes positive 15 over here. All right, now if that's the case, we can factorize that quadratic. 5 and 3 make 8, but we want a negative 8 and we want a positive 15. So you can see there that x could be 3, it could be 5. Think about that side as 3 or 5. Both of those would work in this case. So that's why it's an ambiguous situation.